Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Uh, I will just check my voice. So yeah, I'm audible to you all. So after two blockbuster matches in this tournament so far between New Zealand and Pakistan and India and Bangladesh, the Karma has now reached once again to Karachi with the Afghanistan team taking on the South Africans. The Afghans will be taking on the Proteas today, and it's the third match of this Champions Trophy. We are just few seconds away from the toss, and I will keep you posted about that. Afghanistan is taking on South Africa at the same stadium wherein New Zealand beat Pakistan in the first match at the Karachi National Stadium. It will be interesting to see how the pitch plays. I will tell you the pitch report once I get the toss update from Karachi. So yeah, the toss is just a few seconds away from now. Afghanistan is taking on South Africans. If we talk about the rise in world cricket, Afghanistan men's cricket team has been the story, uh, being led by players like Rashid Khan and Mohammad Nabi and many more. They have proved their name, proved their mettle at the world stage. And as far as this tournament is concerned, Shahidi will be leading the side, leading the Pakistan side, the middle order batter. Uh, they have some very talented players in Rahmanullah Gurbaz. You know him, what he's capable of. Capable of. You have seen him in the IPL and even in the 2023 ODI World Cup as well. Uh, a swashbuckling player, a wicketkeeper batter, and uh, he will have a job on his shoulders going into this tournament. So the match promises to be an exciting one between Afghanistan and South Africa. South Africa is being led by Temba Bavuma, the opener from the South African camp. He has been a good captain for them, but in the recent past, they have not performed up to the mark in the as far as the ODI format is concerned. Pakistan had beaten them at their home, but these conditions are very different. These subcontinent conditions are very different, and we can expect Afghanistan and South Africa game to be a thriller. If we uh, if we would be talking about this game a few decades back, or even 10 years back, then definitely South Africa would have had an upper hand. But the scenario has changed. Afghanistan men's cricket has been on the rise, and they are now capable of beating any team in the world. So yeah, the toss update is here. South African captain Temba Bavuma has opted to bat first after winning the toss. As we have seen in the first match at Karachi, New Zealand were invited to bat first by Pakistan, and they had posted 320 runs on board, which proved to be a very uh, out of sight thing for the Pakistan cricket team. So Temba Bavuma, the right choice for him. He has elected to bat first, and yeah, Temba Bavuma reckons that it's a different pitch that was used for the New Zealand versus Pakistan game, and Temba Bavuma has the South African team has played a tri-series here, although they were the side who couldn't make it to the finals, but eventually they are well familiar with the conditions, having played in the similar sort of conditions in the last couple of weeks. So South Africa is taking on Afghanistan. I will be telling you the team news as well. Temba Bavuma has elected to bat first. Shahidi, the Afghanistan skipper, reckons that he would have batted first as well. और उनका भी मानना यह था कि वह भी अगर टॉस जीते तो पहले बल्लेबाजी का फैसला करते, लेकिन द सिनेरियो इज सच दैट टेम्बा बवुमा साउथ अफ्रीकन कैप्टन ने पहले टॉस जीतकर बल्लेबाजी का फैसला किया है. Till I get the team news, the playing 11, I will tell you the pitch report. The weather condition is likely to hover around 31 degrees Celsius, a pretty hot day in Karachi. And although there is a breeze blowing around the stadium, and there is a light cloud cover as well. So when we talk about the boundary dimensions, it is 67-meter and 62-meter on either sides and 79 meters straight down the ground. So yeah, square boundaries are comparatively shorter, but the straight boundary is pretty long, 79 meters down the ground. Once again, there is a tinge of grass on the surface. और क्रैक्स भी देखी जा रही है कुछ पे जो कि हार्ड है. So yeah, some sideways movement for the seamers, for the pacers. Some lateral movement will be there early on in the innings with the new ball. And the cracks which I'm talking about is in the 6 to 8 meter area of the pitch. That means that it is around that back of length area, back of good length area. And the South African seamers, we all know how capable they are of uh, outplaying the opposition by their seam movement. South African seamers will definitely be licking their lips going into this game as far as the pitch report is concerned. Although South African camp, the team has decided to bat first. So uh, yeah, there is some cracks, there is some grass, and a couple of wickets early would eventually put pressure on the opposition as it happens. And I think that this is not going to be a typical Karachi wicket that registers scores over 320, 325. I think there is a bit for the bowlers. There is some help for the bowlers, some assistance for the bowlers, और गेंदबाजों का बोलबाला रहेगा इस मुकाबले में. और सीम बॉलर्स जहाँ तक बात करें, दोनों ही टीमों में काफ़ी अच्छे सीम बॉलर्स हैं. साउथ अफ्रीका की बात करें तो Lungi and Gidi, Kagiso Rabada, the seamers for them. Marco Jansen, once again, a very good left-handed all-rounder, left-hand bowler and a right-hand batter. So Marco Jansen is a package. Vian Mulder, once again, another fast bowling all-rounder. So South African team on paper looks pretty strong. एंड अफगानिस्तान की बात करें तो उनका स्ट्रेंथ हमेशा से स्पिन डिपार्टमेंट रहा है. और दिस टाइम अराउंड इट्स द सेम मोहम्मद नबी, the veteran Afghanistan player, once again features in the playing 11. Rashid Khan, we all know him, we are all familiar with him, and he has more fan base in India than even in Afghanistan. So Rashid Khan makes it to the 11. Although he is not captaining the side, Hashmatullah Shahidi is captaining the side, leading the side. Fazilak Faruqi once again has featured in the IPL. He has played some games for SRH, so we all know him. Noor Ahmed, the Gujarat Titans, we have seen him playing for Gujarat Titans, and he is a left-arm Chinaman bowler, a rare breed in international cricket, a very rare breed, and he brings a different perspective and a different aspect to the game as well. So I will just tell you the playing 11 of both the teams. South African team features Ryan Rickleton, who has been a good performer, prolific performer in the recent past for them. Tony Lee Zorzi, once again a very good player at the top of the order. Demba Bavuma, so two left-handers to open the innings for South Africa. Demba Bavuma, the right-handed and the captain of the team, will be batting at 3. Van der Dussen, who has registered some hundreds in the subcontinent conditions, will be batting at 4. Aiden Markram at 5. David Miller at 6. So the batting looks pretty strong if they get a good start, because the middle order is full of very, very good players. Temba Bavuma, David Miller, Van der Dussen, and Aiden Markram. So it looks pretty strong. The all-round department will be headed by Marco Jansen, as I said, and Vian Mulder will be joining him. And spin bowling department, Keshav Maharaj is the only spinner featuring in the South African lineup. Kagiso Rabada and Lungi Ngidi have been there for quite some long time now, and they will be spearheading the pace department. So Kagiso Rabada, all eyes will be on him. He has been a very good performer for South Africa, and once again, in this ICC event, South Africa will rely on his performance. That would eventually help South Africa qualify for the knockouts and even go further in the tournament. When we come to Pakistan, Pakistan की टीम का playing 11 है रहमानुल्लाह गुरबाज, the wicketkeeper batter, a prolific run getter for them. At the top, he is an impactful player. Uh, और उनका साथ देंगे इब्राहिम ज़ादरान, जिन्होंने 2023 ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप जो भारत में हुआ था उसमें काफ़ी अच्छा प्रदर्शन किया था. Ibrahim Zadran will be opening the innings alongside Rahmanullah Gurbaz. Atil at 3, Rahmat Shah, once again a compact player at 4, Ashmatullah Shahidi, the captain at 5, Azmatullah Umarzai, the all-rounder, Gujarat Titans के लिए भी ये खेलते हैं आईपीएल में. At 6, गुलबदीन नईम, अच्छे परफॉर्मर रहे हैं, अफगानिस्तान के कप्तान भी रह चुके हैं 2019 वर्ल्ड कप में. He will be playing at 7. Mohammad Nabi can be used as a floater when it comes to batting. He can be sent up the order and even sent down the order as well, and he can chip in with a few overs too. So Mohammad Nabi, a very good fielder, a very good batter, and a very good bowler, means a complete package for the Afghanistan side. Rashid Khan, once again, he needs no introduction. Fazalak Faruqi, the left-arm seam bowler, brings another aspect to the game. Noor Ahmed, the another spinner in the team. So as far as Afghanistan team is concerned, their bowling is their strength as always. Rashid Khan will be the one to watch out for, alongside Noor Ahmed, another very good spinner, a left-arm Chinaman, a rare breed in international cricket, as I said. Mohammad Nabi will be joining them as in the spin department. So they have 30 overs of out and out spin bowlers, which might prove to be crucial. Asmatullah Umarzai, once again, a very good seam bowling all rounder. He bowls with the new ball. He will be joining Fazalak Faruqi with the new ball. So another talented all-rounder in the team. Gulbadin Naik, once again, his variations will come into play on this sort of a track. A slowish track, Gulbadin Naik's back of the hand and cutters will eventually come into play going into the second half of the South African innings. So Afghanistan team relies on their bowling today. If they can restrict South Africa below 250, then it would definitely be their game today. And as far as South African team is concerned, their main strength, although the side looks balanced, but their main strength, like India, is their batting department. Brian Rickleton, a very talented player at the top of the order. Tony Dale Zorzi will be opening the innings alongside him. He has played some good knocks against India as well when India bowled South Africa. Demba Bavuma, the captain at three, he needs no introduction. Rasi van der Dusen, Markram, and David Miller in the middle order. So a very good-looking middle order for the South Africans. And as far as the game is concerned, Afghanistan will be relying on their spinners to do the job for them, and South Africans will be relying on their batting department to get the job done. So a very good battle between ball and bat is will be happening in the first inning itself, because South Africa has opted to bat first, and I think in this on this sort of a track against a team like Afghanistan, who has some talented batters in the team, but eventually they don't have many consistent batters. So any total over 250 will eventually be South Africa's game. Afghanistan, although they have a very good bowling lineup, they wanted to bat first, but they are invited to bowl first today. So they would want to restrict South Africans early. The pitch is expected to get slower and slower as the game goes on, and unlike what we are seeing in the WPL that you factor in on, this Champions Trophy, I don't think there will be much of a deal factor coming into play. And from here on, all the team captains will be electing to bat first if they win the toss. So yeah, today itself we have seen Temba Bavuma, the South African skipper, has won the toss and he has elected to bat first. I have told you the pitch report, and the temperature is hovering around the 31 degrees Celsius. That means it's neither too hot and neither too cold, with some breeze blowing across the stadium. 67-meter one side boundary dimension and 62-meter on the other side. Pretty shorter square boundaries, but the straight boundaries are 79-meter long. And I think the players who apply themselves with singles and doubles with strike rotation will eventually be the top scorers as well, and they will benefit the team as well. So yeah, this is the news. South African seamers have a lot of it in the pitch, and the pitch has a lot of cracks in the 6 to 8 meter area. As I said, the back of the length area, which is the go-to line and length for the South Africans in the recent past, and even for the decades, for many decades now, and they will definitely be licking their lips going into this game. अफगानिस्तान की बात करें तो उनका मेन स्ट्रेंथ हमेशा की तरह बॉलिंग डिपार्टमेंट है, और बॉलिंग में भी स्पिन डिपार्टमेंट लेड बाय राशिद खान, नूर अहमद एंड मोहम्मद नबी. सो ये देखना दिलचस्प होगा कि उनकी पेस डिपार्टमेंट, पेस आर्मरी कैसे परफॉर्म करती है. अजमतुल्ला उमरजई और फजल फरूकी नई गेंद से अगर अच्छी शुरुआत दिलाते हैं तो अफगानिस्तान विल डेफिनेटली बी इन द गेम टुडे. अफ़गानिस्तान के लिए या साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए भी आज का मैच बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है, क्योंकि इस ग्रुप में अफ़गानिस्तान साउथ अफ्रीका के साथ साथ इंग्लैंड और ऑस्ट्रेलिया है. सो if any of the side wants to join either of Australia or England in the semi-finals, in the going into the knockout stages, then this match will eventually become a virtual quarterfinal, as we saw in the first match between Pakistan and New Zealand. पाकिस्तान एक मैच हारा और अगला मैच उनका इंडिया के खिलाफ डू और डाई मैच है. So this is how tricky and competitive this tournament is, and it will be interesting to see how both the teams apply themselves, approach this game. Uh, if the game would have been in continents like Africa or UK, then definitely, or Europe, then definitely it would have been South Africa who would have an upper hand. But as the conditions and as it is the Asian conditions, subcontinental conditions, Afghanistan are well familiar with it, and the quality of their spin bowling department is second to none. So Afghanistan, I think, going into this game will definitely have an upper hand. For when we talk about players to watch out for, there is a very big news that Henrik Klassen is not featuring in the South African lineup. So a very good player, a very prolific player of spin bowling department has been ruled out of today's contest due to a left elbow tissue injury. So Klassen is match का part नहीं होंगे. He has been ruled out of due to a left elbow soft tissue injury. So it's a precautionary measure going into the latter stages of the tournament. But still, Klassen का ना होना will eventually play a huge factor in determining the winner of this game, because अगर कोई बल्लेबाज अफगानिस्तान के स्पिन बॉलिंग डिपार्टमेंट को अच्छे तरह से टैकल कर सकता था because of his ability to tackle spin bowling department, then it would definitely have been Klassen. Henrik Klassen is not featuring in today's मैच ड्यू टू एन इंजरी. सो इन क्लासन का ना होना एक बहुत बड़ी खबर है साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए, एक मेजर सेटबैक है साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए. वही अफगानिस्तान के लिए ये एक अच्छी खबर है. सो yeah, I think in the subcontinent conditions with a very good spin bowling department, Afghanistan will definitely have an upper hand. But still, they would want to restrict South Africa under 250. If South Africa manages to get past 250, and that would require one of their players to go big to score a big century, then it would definitely be South Africa who will have an upper hand, because chase won't be easy on this wicket, and with no due expected, it won't be get easier either. So Afghanistan uh, will rely on the spin bowling department, where South Africa has a very, very good middle order. And Afghanistan, if they manage to make early inroads, if they manage to get out the openers early and expose the middle order early, then they would definitely want and would have a very good chance going into this game and the latter stages of the tournament as well. So Afghanistan, due to the subcontinent conditions, I feel that they have an advantage, but South Africa still they have been pretty consistent off late. They have played the T20 World Cup final. They lost to India there in June 20, on 29th June. Now they will be also be playing the WTC final against Australia. So South Africans, the Proteas have been pretty consistent, but this is a different format, and they had made it to the 2023 World Cup semi-finals, but this time around, many experts have given them a chance ahead of Australia and England, and it will be interesting to see today's game. It promises to be a cracker of a game, and we already have had two very good games in the tournament so far. New Zealand beat Pakistan in the first match at the same stadium, at the same venue, and yesterday we saw India beating Bangladesh pretty. Not convincingly in the end, but still a win is a win, and India have some points ahead of against their names. So this group is a group of death. When we talk about the group B, it features Afghanistan, South Africa, Australia, and England. All four are capable of making it to the knockout stages, and every game will be equally important. And this is what Champions Trophy brings to the table: the competitiveness, the ability of the team to approach bigger games will eventually count. How they apply themselves, how they approach themselves, how they absorb pressure going into the big games, going into the biggest encounters coming ahead. It will eventually be the team who will win the trophy. So the team who will absorb the pressure will definitely win the game today. There will be a lot of pressure on both the teams. South Africa के लिए क्लासन का ना होना एक बहुत मेजर setback है, and Afghanistan will rely on their spinners, as I said. So this is the news. South Africans have elected to bat first in the in their first match of this tournament, that is they are playing against Afghanistan, और ये तीसरा मुकाबला है इस चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी का। इंडिया एंड न्यूजीलैंड आर ऑलरेडी अप एंड रनिंग, और ये इस ग्रुप बी का पहला मुकाबला है जो आप आज देखेंगे अफगानिस्तान और साउथ अफ्रीका के बीच। देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन कमिंग इन दैट वेयर कैन वी वॉच दिस। यू कैन वॉच दिस ऑन जियो प्लस हॉटस्टार फॉर फ्री। देयर इज नो सब्सक्रिप्शन नीडेड फॉर इट, एंड as far as the TV channels are concerned, then you can watch it on Sports 18 and Star Sports HD as well. So you can watch it there. You can watch the match there, and the first ball will be bowled at 2:30 p.m. The national anthems are on, and the first ball will be bowled at 2:30 p.m. So this is the news. South Africa, after having won the toss, has elected to bat first against Afghanistan. Uh, Very good bowling side will be taking on a very good batting side. So eventually it will be a cracker of a game, and it will eventually be the war between South African batting and the Afghanistan's spin bowling department. Mohammad Nabi, Rashid Khan, and Noor Ahmed will be really, really crucial. And if one of them manages a very good game today, then definitely Afghanistan will have an upper hand at the halfway stage. So yeah, let's see. Going into the match, I think Afghanistan has an upper hand because of the subcontinent conditions that they are playing in. South Africa have not managed to play well in these sort of conditions in the recent past at Pakistan as well. So it will be interesting to see how have they prepared themselves to tackle the spin against Afghanistan. So yeah, let's see what happens in today's match. South Africa will be batting first and Afghanistan will be bowling first. For Afghanistan, they would want to restrict South Africa to a total below 250, below 225 would be really great. Whereas South Africa would want to post a total of at least over 250 in order to challenge the Afghanistan lineup. For Afghanistan's batting department, Ramanullah Gurbaz, their opener, will be really, really crucial because he has been the prolific run getter for them in the recent past, and his presence alongside Ibrahim Zadran, the anchor who plays a role of an anchor at the top of the order, the opening partnership will be really, really crucial when it comes to Afghanistan's batting. South Africa, nevertheless, are batting first today. They have elected to bat first, and Afghanistan will be bowling first. So this is the news from the Champions Trophy. We also have a very good game coming up in the evening in the Women's Premier League as well, wherein Mumbai Indians women will be taking on RCB women. The two stalwarts of Indian women's cricket, Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana, will be facing off each other at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, Bangalore. And we will be bringing you all the updates from there as well. So stay tuned to our social media platforms. The link is in the description box. And yeah, stay tuned to our social media platforms there. This is the news from Champions Trophy that South Africa has elected to bat first going into their first match of this tournament that they are playing against Afghanistan. Uh, it will be a cracker of a game. Afghanistan has emerged as one of the best sides in the recent past. The most emerging side has emerged as an emerging side, and Afghanistan is now very, very competitive, and they can beat anyone on any given day. So it will be interesting to see how the match fares out to be. We will be joining you post match for the analysis, post match analysis of the match. And for the WPL games, you can stay tuned to our social media platforms, Instagram, LinkedIn, X, and YouTube channel as well. We will be bringing you all the updates from there as well. So yeah, thank you for watching. And in the end, I would like to mention my sponsors for this tournament. The Statify Sports are in collaboration with apnacricketteam.com for this Champions Trophy. They are our proud sponsors for the trophy. And if you are a fan of fantasy teams, you want to win big, then you can definitely check out apnacricketteam.com, and their offerings will be mentioned there. So yeah, do check it out. And I will put the link in the description box as well. Till then, you can just simply type apnacricketteam.com on Google and check that fantasy AI tool out. It is a very, very good initiative. So yeah, do check it out. This was it in this video. South Africa have elected to bat first in the first game against Afghanistan, and this is the news from Karachi. So, yeah, let's see. The players are out, umpires make their way, the national anthems are on, and the the third match of the Champions Trophy is about to start in another 5 minutes. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is Abhilash Jha signing off for Statify TV. Subscribe to the channel and do like the video if you like the analysis. Thank you for watching.